योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्।
Ambedkar, when we see Ambedkar as a role model, we can directly connect it with the integrity part of our discussion. That courage was there, commitment was there, trust was there, and so many other aspects which gives one particular person as a role model of integrity. Now, Ambedkar also, he went to USA and completed his PhD. And he was also expert on law, about religious texts also. And he tried to give us a clear picture of Indian society's history and for the downtrodden people, or for particularly from the scheduled caste people, even for the women's right also. He has his own ideas about women's encouragement or empowerment. So I think that type of persons or role, it will also gives us some boost motivation to how to act in our classroom as a teacher. The third role model I would like to discuss in the connection of the integrity historically is Savitribai Phule. You know, Savitribai Phule from Maharashtra. In 19th century, I think she was considered to be one of the very well-known social reformer. And she was the first female teacher in India. She born in 1831. And throughout her life, she was giving education to the downtrodden people, the widows. And as a teacher, you see the commitment of that particular woman, the Savitribai Phule. Now, the University of Pune is also known after her name, Savitribai Phule University of Pune. So in those days, people were not accepting a woman as a teacher. And she has to pass lots of problems from the general public, or particularly from the so-called upper caste people. But then also, with courage, commitment, trust on herself or on her family. In those days also, she tried to give education to the downtrodden people. And I think without integrity means she was not, I'm telling that she was a teacher, that's why the importance of integrity. But as a personality, as a one human being, that type of integrity is also very useful to the larger, context of society or welfare of the society. So I think this Savitribai Phule is also one of the very important role model. And we all know about Savitribai Phule. So today also, we see in our society that some of the families or communities or sometimes society at large is not supporting a woman teacher. And I think that negative factors or hindrance, वो एक वुमन टीचर को अपने रोल अदा करने में कई प्रॉब्लम्स खड़े करते हैं. सेम थिंग विद मेल्स ऑल्सो. लेकिन when we think about Savitribai Phule, I think because of her integrity and because of her whole thinking about society, about herself, I think that's why we are say that she is the first woman teacher of this country. So that's why Savitribai Phule is very important in this connection. Another role model is Dr. Anandi Joshi. Anandi Joshi was the first female doctor who studied outside India in USA and became MD. Her life was only 22-year-old. She died at age of 22. And Anandibai Joshi, I think with Kadambari Ganguly was also first doctor, but she practiced in India. But Anandibai Joshi was graduated from American University. She born in 1865 and her death was in 1887. So Anandibai Joshi is also a very important role model for teacher like us who want to study, who want to give something to society. But without that type of integrity, what we say about courage, commitment, trust, responsibility, it's not possible. So why we discuss all different types of role model here? Because it gives us motivation, it gives us an idea about a personality, which naturally, if we have that type of, qualities or their ideas like them, तो मुझे लगता है कि उससे हमारा खुद का जो चरित्र है, खुद का जो कैरेक्टर है एज ए टीचर, आई थिंक हम ये जो चरित्र की बात करते हैं वो चरित्र सिर्फ उसका बहुत लिमिटेड मीनिंग नहीं है, लेकिन व्हेन वी से कैरेक्टर related to academics, with students, with other teacher fellow. So these four persons like Mahatma Gandhi or Ambedkar or Savitribai Phule or Anandibai Joshi, there are number of other role model, and you must have someone in your mind. Or if you don't have any role model, then also you have, when we become a teacher, we have certain things in our life, in our thinking process. If a doctor is there, if lawyer is there, a politician is there, they all have their professional goals. We also have unprofessional goals. But to achieve that professional goals, we must have the ways, the just ways of doing it. It's not giving, I'm not trying to give you some advice about it. We all are human beings and we all have some limitations. But then also, as a teacher, we have that advantage that we are very close to younger generation. And I think the younger generation also gives us some motivation, some lessons. Because the contemporary younger generation of this country, they are thinking very differently. They want to become a professional, but they have their own commitment and integrity also. Because now society is becoming more and more complex. It's not so simple society. So if I'm a teacher, I have some responsibilities of my family, responsibilities of or some relationship with my caste and communities, my family. All such background, the socio-cultural, economic background, pushed us to behave in one particular fashion. And I think that should not be our limitations when we are a teacher. At number of occasions, when we discuss our students in classroom about the ideals of one particular person, उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें आती है, ऑनेस्टी आती है, सिंप्लिसिटी आती है. And I think simplicity is also one of the very important character. Not simplicity from your clothes और आप क्या पहनते हैं, क्या खाते हैं. Not from that perspective, but simplicity means to reach students, to reach people in such a manner that we can give our knowledge to them and they can have an enabling environment. ऐसा enabling environment हमको create करना चाहिए, जिसको मैं simplicity बोलता हूँ, जिससे what we learn we can give us to our students. Because after all, what is our goal? To educate people, to give knowledge to the students. But by doing this for so many years, from decades, 30 years, 35 years of our teaching career, I think we also, every day we learn something. And that learning process is also in my opinion, should be a part of the academic integrity. The second thing is that so many vested interests are also now active in our society, in our academic field, in our political field, economic field, society at large. So I think that vested interest can also influence us on our behavior, on our role. So I think we have to be, हमारे में करेज ऐसी होनी चाहिए, कमिटमेंट होना चाहिए कि एज ए टीचर मुझे जो करना है उसमें ये सारी चीजें आनी चाहिए, जो जिसको और इंटीग्रिटी को आप अपने हिसाब से उसको डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. लेकिन मैंने पहले भी बोला, when I think about integrity is from sociological imagination or the social reality, because education is also very important part of society. वो सोसाइटी को एक लेवल से ऊपर उठाता है. When we look past in 18th century, 19th century, when the literacy level was very low, now literacy level is also increasing in so many different states and India at large. But in this whole process, the role of a teacher is very important. Or so Indian society is not homogeneous, it's heterogeneous. So we have to also look at the contemporary nature of Indian society and the characteristics of contemporary Indian society, either is political, social, or cultural. And we have to work in this atmosphere or this environment. So such type of environment cannot create hurdles in our day-to-day teaching or our research activity. One another aspect also I would like to discuss with you about the research and academic integrity. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हमारा research, and particularly not in social sciences but all sciences, is new, is path-breaking. But from society point of view, some political point of view, I think people will not support it. Because we are analyzing society. We are analyzing science or what is happening around us. So if your research और आपका जो विश्लेषण है वो कंटेम्पररी सोसाइटी को एक्सपोज करता है, उसके इश्यूज बाहर निकलता है, and someone say from our teaching community that don't publish it, it will create some problems. So I think academic freedom is also very important when we want to talk about academic integrity, because freedom is the base of education. हम बच्चों को पढ़ाता है कि हमारी सोच स्वतंत्र होनी चाहिए, हमको इस तरह से सोचना चाहिए. लेकिन जब हम खुद का रिसर्च देखते हैं और लगता है कि नो, इट इज अगेंस्ट the so-called interest in society, and if we keep mum on it, I think that also creates a question mark on our academic integrity. In past, it's happened with so many scientists like Newton and so many scientists also. Because in past, in those days, the religion or the religious people, the heads of the religion, they were very important in society. Their role and their power were there. But now we are part of a democratic society. And in democratic society, and when we also discuss about the scientific temper. So in modern democratic society, I think the research from our community, from teachers community, from academic community, it always gives a new shape to the society. Either it is in agriculture field, either it is in physics or chemistry or in sociology or even in languages also. So the commitment and the courage, these two words and two pillars of academic integrity is very important when we do a research. The whole research process one very important thing about integrity is that we should not take someone's research without acknowledging him or her. And I think that is a very important issue today, not only in India, throughout the world, जिसको हम plagiarism बोलते हैं. और उसके बारे में now we have some tools जिससे हम we can identify. But I think why we need a technical tools for it. If our academic integrity is in that context is very positive towards such type of issues, there is no need for such type of thing. And if we copy from someone and not acknowledge them properly, I think all such our activities and our behavior, students are also looking at it. So, as a teacher, we have one generation, and the students are the second generation or the new generation. So, what we provide them, हम उनको क्या देते हैं? हम उनको ऐसा ही देते हैं कि हम जो कुछ लिखते हैं वो किसी के पास से उठाते हैं और उसकी कॉपी करते हैं विदाउट एक्नॉलेजिंग अस. बहुत बड़े साइंटिस्ट ने, आई थिंक शायद न्यूटन ने बोला था कि मैं जब दुनिया को देखता हूं तो मेरे आगे के जो स्टॉलवर्ड्स है उसके खंभे यहां पर मैं जब बैठा, शोल्डर्स पर बैठा, तब मुझे दिखाई दिया कि दुनिया क्या है, व्हाट इज वर्ल्ड. एंड आई थिंक दैट स्पिरिट शुड बी देयर इन आवर टीचिंग कम्युनिटी. तो आई थिंक बाय डूइंग रिसर्च, जब रिसर्च करते हैं तो ये भी बहुत बड़ी चीज है जो हमारी इंटीग्रिटी के साथ जुड़ी हुई होती है. और हमारा रिसर्च ऐसा है, इन दैट सेंस इज प्योर रिसर्च विदाउट एनी प्रॉब्लम. आई थिंक तब सोसाइटी एट लार्ज को, अलग अलग स्टेक होल्डर्स को हमारी कम्युनिटी पर ट्रस्ट बनता है. आई थिंक दैट ट्रस्ट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम not only from students, from society at large. So हमेशा इंडियन कल्चर में, इंडियन पास्ट में हम गुरुओं को बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस देते हैं और इसके लिए हम बहुत सारे गुरु, द्रोणाचार्य से लेके बहुत सारे गुरुओं का एग्जाम्पल भी देते हैं. लेकिन मान लो कि वी डोंट हैव सच टाइप ऑफ एग्जाम्पल. इन कंटेम्पररी सोसाइटी गुरु कैसा होना चाहिए, टीचर कैसा होना चाहिए? आई थिंक हमारे पास बहुत बड़ा नॉलेज का पास्ट है एंड वी कैन सी फ्रॉम अवर पास्ट दैट नाउ आफ्टर सो मेनी years, so many generations has passed in Indian society. Now what should be a modern guru or modern teacher? Not modern in clothes or in our डिफरेंट टाइप की जो चीज़ें हैं उससे मॉडर्निटी की बात नहीं होती, लेकिन हमारी जो सोच है वो सोच कैसी होनी चाहिए. मैं ऐसा ही बोलूँगा आपको कि हमारी सोच नंबर 1, आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू एडवाइस बट इट्स बेसिकली आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. द वैल्यूज इन अवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, एंड हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है बहुत लोगों ने सोच समझ के बनाया है. एंड इंडिया का दुनिया का बहुत अच्छा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हमारा है और उसमें भी बदलाव आते हैं. तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के जो वैल्यू है, दैट शुड बी अवर वैल्यू एजुकेशन. दैट इज नंबर 1. नंबर 2, sociologically, the gender sensitivity is very important when we are in public life, when we are teachers. And gender sensitivity not only from the male and female point of view, from the all third gender also. That is very second aspect of which also gives a shape to the academic integrity. The third one is secularism. And I think secularism is not only from the religious perspective, but from the equality perspective, understanding of people from their own context. I think that is also very important, which give shape to the modern integrity or modern academic integrity. And the fourth one is understanding of our students' background, his caste background, religious background, cultural background. Because by understanding their background, I think what we give them, हम उनको जो कुछ देना चाहते हैं वो बहुत इक्वल वे से पहुंचता है स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, सब उसमें पार्टिसिपेट होते हैं. एंड दैट्स वाई हमने बोला कि इंक्लूसिवनेस इसमें आती है. तो आई थिंक हमारा पूरा जो डिस्कशन है वो बेस्ड ऑन द सोशियोलॉजिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ एकेडमिक इंटीग्रिटी. पॉसिबल है कि आप और भी उसमें और भी नए कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स और एस्पेक्ट उसमें ऐड कर सकते हो, लेकिन इन माय ओपिनियन, इफ आई एम ए टीचर, आई एम ए लॉयर, आई एम ए फार्मर, आई एम ए पॉलिटिशियन, आई एम ए हाउस मेकर, if I am a sweeper, any role I am performing, I think integrity is very important. And that integrity basically a role of a citizen. If we follow the ideals of citizen, I think that is very important. All aspect of integrity is part of what should be a citizen of this country. तो पहले हमको एक अच्छा नागरिक बनेंगे, अच्छा सिटीजन बनेंगे, तो हम अच्छा टीचर भी बनेंगे. इंटीग्रिटी हमारे में ऐसे ही आएगी और इट विल ऑल्सो गिव a boost or motivation to the coming generation, the coming teachers of this country.
Thank you very much, sir. Your session is very interesting and highly useful to our participant. Sir, thank you very much again on behalf of HRDC and Gujarat University and all the participants, sir. Thank you very much, sir.